Understanding almost a disaster phrases in English. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a very interesting English phrase, almost a disaster. This phrase is commonly used in everyday English, and understanding its meaning and usage can really help you sound more like a native speaker. So, let's get started. Almost a disaster is a phrase made up of two parts, almost and disaster. Almost means nearly or not quite, indicating that something is close to happening but hasn't actually occurred. Disaster refers to a sudden event causing great damage, loss, or distress. When combined, the phrase suggests a situation that was very close to ending in catastrophe, but fortunately did not. Understanding the context in which almost a disaster is used is crucial. It's often employed in situations where there was a high risk of something going terribly wrong, but ultimately it didn't. For example, if you nearly missed a deadline but managed to submit your work just in time, you might say, "That was almost a disaster." It's important to note that this phrase usually implies a sense of relief that the worst did not happen. Let's look at some examples to see how this phrase is used in sentences. The wedding was almost a disaster when the caterer canceled last minute, but luckily, we found a replacement. I almost forgot my passport at home, which would have been a disaster for my international trip. The science experiment was almost a disaster, but quick thinking prevented an accident. Understanding synonyms and variations can expand your vocabulary. Similar phrases include nearly a catastrophe, close to a calamity, almost a fiasco, on the brink of disaster. I hope this explanation helps you understand and use the phrase, almost a disaster, confidently in your English conversations. Remember, the beauty of language lies in its nuances and expressions. Stay curious, keep learning, and I'll see you in our next video. Happy learning!